Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons and our NCAA Football 22 series as we have arrived at Bowl Week. And that is right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking on the UCLA Bruins in the Allstate Sugar Bowl of all bowl games that we have. So this is going to be a big one for us. Now, before we jump into that, we're going to take a look at some of the other bowl games that are going on around our conference in the Big 12. Michigan will be taking on West Virginia, Kansas State, and Florida State. And then look at that, an old school Oklahoma TCU. I believe that one is going to be. Let's see which bowl game Oklahoma TCU. That's the Texas Bowl. Oklahoma 7-5, 5-4 in the SEC. TCU 7-5, 5-4 as well. Now Cincinnati will be in the Alamo Bowl since they did lose to us in the Big 12 title game. And then a rematch of a real bowl game right there. Ole Miss versus Baylor, but this time they are in the Liberty Bowl. So a good little matchup right there. Should be interesting to kind of figure out how those teams make out. But we are going to be here in New Orleans at the, God knows what they call this dang stadium or dome now. Used to be the Mercedes one, but not no more. So we are here playing at the Saints home field. This is the Allstate Sugar Bowl. Look at that. UCLA number 3 in the country with 11 pass offense, the 46 rushing offense, number 1 in passing touchdowns, and 84 in rushing touchdowns. So we're kind of flipping the script here because we are 49 in passing, 9 in rushing, 15 in passing touchdowns, but 5 in rushing touchdowns. Normally, before in the past, our Red Raider offense would always be real pass heavy. We have made the change to be more of an option based. So this is going to be a big time matchup for us. Last year we got to the Cotton Bowl. Played a good game there, ended up winning that one. This year, the stakes are even higher, right? So we perform well in this game, it'll set us up for next season. That'll be our 3rd season here with the Red Raiders. We have a good recruiting class so far, which we'll hit on that in the next episode. And I think we're setting ourselves up for the future to be pretty bright for us. But it is going to take a big time performance in this game. Now we are going to get this thing started. We will have possession of the ball first. Holt, got to remember, Dominic Holt won the starting quarterback job, and he's going to take that option and take it up for about 9 yards off to the left side. That's a pretty good rush and kind of a good indicator for why he did earn that starting job. And so coming out, their passing defense, UCLA is generally pretty tough. They've been tough all season. They were, I believe, the Pac-12 champions. And so this is not something we can take lightly. Our rush game has always been a big thing for us. Look at Poole getting to the outside. Brian Poole cuts it back in and is brought down at the 32-yard line. He'll get 35 yards on that first carry of the game. Look at him getting over 2,000 yards and 20 touchdowns on the season. That is what has been spearheading our offense this year. It is a run game coming off of that options offense, and that's something we're going to have to do. This is a big-time game with a good team on defense. We have to get our running game going, and that'll help us out here in the passing game. Now in a 1st and 10, Holt was going to roll out to the right side, fires it deep, and luckily the 2 defenders kind of ran into each other and knocked it loose. So Holt's pass will fall incomplete on that one. So we now have 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line here. On the opening drive of the game, this is, like I said, this is a big one. We've got to come through. And on the next play, 2nd and 10, we hand it off to Poole. He's going to fumble, but Holt actually recovers it. Thank goodness he did not pull a Cam Newton and just stare at it. Poole fumbles, and Dominic Holt actually jumps on top of it. And so we'll get the ball basically 2 yards down the field, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 8 now at the 30-yard line. Holt, he's going to come out in a under center, this time pretty rare formation for us, but he is under center. 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers. Holt with the snap, drops back. Pressure comes. He escapes out of the pocket. Up the middle. Holt slides down at about the 15-yard line. There it is once again. His mobility has really given us an advantage throughout the season since he had to take over for Duncan, who got injured with a spinal cord injury. So He's been a big-time factor for us, and he's only a sophomore, so we got at least one more year with him. Hopefully he stays around. We get 2 out of him, and that'll be something that we can really build on going forward. Now at the 1st and 10, Holt drops back, rolls out to his right. He's got nowhere to go, and he's going to be hit hard. The first sack of the game goes to the Tim Foster for the Bruins for a 2-yard loss as Holt just ran out of space. If we had a little bit more, probably could have been able to get around him, but that sideline came up. Looks like we might need to start throwing that ball away. That is a dangerous hit for our quarterback to take. Now on 2nd and 12. Holt going to come under center once again. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Poole in the backfield. He's got the snap. Scans over the field. Fires it over the middle. That's going to be caught by McMillan. Touchdown Tech. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Holt, his first completed pass of the day, goes to, look like Chad McMillan on that one, and he's going to get tackled into the end zone to give us a 7-0 lead here early in the first quarter. Now here comes the Bruin offense trying to respond. Roth at quarterback. Hands it off to Jenkins up the middle. He gets hit by Anderson but carries him for about a good 5 yards. And Jenkins picks up 16 yards on that rush, and that'll give UCLA a brand new set of downs. Now here they go. This is going to be a fast-paced offense. A lot of no huddle, so we're going to have to make a lot of quick adjustments. On 1st and 10, Roth has the snap, gets back, and gets the pass off, and he's going to hit Tony Dotson for 10 yards on that play, and that's going to give them a brand new set of downs. But that's not going to stop them from going quick. Here they go, firing it up once again. Roth in a shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers. We bring a little pressure, and it gets to him, but he gets the pass off to Dotson again. Anderson finally brings him down at about the 34-yard line. That time it's 22 yards. Roth's 2 completions have gone to Dotson for a total of 32 yards in this game. We're going to have to figure a way to slow that one down. Now 1st and 10, Roth in a shotgun formation. Still 3 wide, but a tight end in the slot position. He's going to be back. He gets ready and sets for the ball. Roth with the snap. Maybe, there it is. He's got the snap, and he hands it off to Jenkins, and he's going to be brought down. Singletary came in from behind and brought Jenkins down for a 1-yard loss. Singletary is a big-time force coming off that edge, and he's someone that we need to step up big time in this game, and he just started it right there. Now on 2nd and 11, Roth in a shotgun formation. Same as before, 3 wide receivers, tight end in the slot. He's getting the play from the sideline. Roth has the snap, hands it off to Jenkins up the middle, and he's going to be stopped once again. We brought a blitz, and we were able to at least hold him up. We didn't break through to really get him down, but Corey White does hold his position and bring Jenkins down for no gain on the play. So it will be 3rd and 11 as they come out quick. Roth has a snap, pump fakes, fires it over to Adams, and Adams is going to be brought down after a gain of about 13 yards. Ben Adams, his first catch of the day, goes for 13 and gives the Bruins a new set of downs. So now they're at the 23-yard line, and they are moving. Our defense is on its heels trying to make something happen, make that big play that we need. Roth sends a man in motion, has the snap. Gets back and fires it over to Adams over the middle, who fights off a couple tacklers, but Anderson comes in to clean it up, although Adams does still pick up 8 yards on that play. So 2nd and 2 is what we're looking at right now. Roth having a great drive, 4 for 4, here to start out this game. This time he's got 2 backs in the backfield, hands it off to Bray, makes a couple guys miss, bounces off tacklers, and Spencer Bray goes into the touchdown from 14 yards out. And this game is tied up. You've got to be kidding me. They just drove right down our throats. It took them about 2 minutes worth of game time. We're going to have to be careful and make sure we respond effectively. Now, they did stop us, and we had to punt the ball away. So here comes UCLA once again. Roth in a shotgun formation. Hands it off to Jenkins. Singletary not fooled. Singletary and Hayes combined to bring Jenkins down for another 1-yard loss. He got that big run on us in the first play, but other than that, we've had him pretty well contained since then, as Singletary and Hayes brought him down on that one. He's had a steady little series of 1-yard losses. Now on the option on 2nd and 11, Armstrong, he's not fooled. He brings Patrick Roth down for a 4-yard loss. Big time play by this defense. Armstrong has had a habit of letting those quarterbacks get by him in the option game, but not on that one. So 3rd and 14. Roth is going to come out. Looks like 4 wide, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Has a snap. Roth scans over the field and drops it off, and it's going to be intercepted. We've got the pick. We're going back the other way. About the 20-yard line. We're brought down. What an interception that we have. Terrence Franklin goes up and gets that one. Man, you talk about a big play from a youngster coming out of a slot corner right there. He made that jump, read it perfectly, was really even guarding the other receiver, but he jumps up, makes the interception, and that is a type of momentum builder that we really do need in this game. And this is going to be a big one coming up for us. So now coming off that big-time interception, we've got to make this score happen. We're actually at the 20-yard line. I thought we'd be around the 21, but they're going to give us to the 20. So we're inside the red zone coming in a pistol formation. Birch and Poole in the backfield. Holt has it, pump fakes, fires it over to Birch to the left in the flat. He's got space and gets forward for about 10 yards. Runs into a gang of tacklers, but lowers his shoulders, not going to be afraid of them, and actually picks up 11 yards on that one to get us down to the 9-yard line as this first quarter comes to a close. Game is tied at 7. So now we come out here in a goal-to-go situation from the pistol formation once again. Holt has a snap, and he's going to hand it off to Poole up the middle, who's going to get brought down after a gain about 6 yards on that one. Brian Poole kicking off pretty early. He's got 56 yards on 6 rushes here in this game. And that is how the first quarter will end. We are poised to score early here in quarter number 2 now. Just got to finish off the job. So the game is tied 7-7. After that last interception you just saw on the replay, we are getting ready to capitalize. Offense paying back the defense for the job they've done so far. Holt going to come out in a shotgun formation. Poole in the backfield with him. He hands it off to Poole up the middle. Wide open. Touchdown Tech. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Brian Poole right up the middle. And that hole opened up like the Red Sea. No one was going to be there to stop him. And he just powers it in, doing the same thing he's done for us all season long. And this one will give us the lead right back here as we now have this game 14-7 at this point. Just under 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. But here comes the Bruins. But our defense is going to say no to him, and he's going to be sacked for a loss of 7 yards. Mark Armstrong comes through to get his second tackle for a loss, his 3rd overall in the game. He has stepped up pretty big in this game as well as the Big 12 championship. He's acting like he really wants it more than anybody else. So Armstrong coming off one side, Singletary the other. This is starting to become a semi-unstoppable defensive line. Now after that big sack, they have a 2nd and 17. Roth is going to come out in a shotgun formation here, trailing by 7. Hand it off to Jenkins, bounces off a man, and falls forward for a gain about 5 yards. So for the first time in a while, we didn't stop him behind the line. So here they go, going fast once again. Down by 7. 7-14 is the score. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 12 for the Bruins. Roth in a shotgun formation. Sends a man in motion. Hands it back off to Jenkins, who tries to cut it outside. I guess they thought we'd be fooled. But Anderson says no way and brings him down hard. And look at that. Steve Jenkins is going to be hurt. They're going to have to get him off the field. That's going to be a big loss for this Bruins offense, as that was their number 1 rushing running back for the whole season. Now we've got a chance to capitalize. Holt, he goes fired over the middle. Chris Carey, our tight end, stops. He drops that one. He hasn't dropped very many this season, but just unable to come through for us right there. Now we are at the Bruins side of the field at the 40-yard line. And look at that. Jenkins has elbow bursitis. He'll be out for the game. That's kind of positive news for us. So with the 7-point lead at the 40-yard line on the 2nd and 10, hand it off to Poole up the middle. Brian Poole lowering his shoulder into those safeties and gets brought down after a gain about 11 yards now. He's got 10 rushes for 89 yards, and we still have 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. That is what we've been looking for from our rushing game all season, and it is coming to fruition on one of the biggest stages that we've ever been on. So now we're going to go 5 wide from the 1st and 10. Holt drops back, pressure comes, fires it. He's got Matt Herman. He's into the end zone, touchdown Tech. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Matt Herman, he had to get the time to let him run his route. We know he's got speed, and he does, and he pays off for us big time. Now, after that touchdown gave us the lead 21-7, we would stop UCLA on a 3-and-out. and give us a chance to get the ball back. And Holt, on our next possession on a 1st and 10, got kind of pressured and tied up behind our tackle. And he's going to be brought down behind the line for a 7-yard loss on that play. Now, we do still lead by 14, 21-7 here with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. So on a 2nd and 17, we have an option. We hand it off to Poole, who makes a man miss. He's still going on his feet, and he gets brought down after a gain of about 11.5 yards. That'll give him 100 yards total on the day so far. But it also gives us a 3rd and manageable. So 3rd and 5 from the 40. Holt's going to come out with 4 wide, 3 off to the right, and Herman off to the left. Holt in a shotgun formation has the snap, drops back. He's going to fire it deep. He's got a man open. He gets it. Kyle Jones into the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Texas Tech has now increased this lead to 28-7. Oh, my. Look at that throw Holt made, and that's one of the reasons why he took that starting job also. Puts it on a dime about 50 yards down the field, hits him on the run. Kyle Jones is another young receiver along with Herman that we can really use going forward here over the rest of our career here with the Red Raiders. And that will take us into halftime action with a 28-7 lead. Now, this has been a really kind of a surprising start to this game. So we do still have a lot of football left. There's one whole half to go. We've been firing on all cylinders since our first drive. Yeah, we've made our mistakes, but then again, so has UCLA. They did throw that interception, which has really turned the tide for us here in this one since the end of the first quarter. Gave us all the momentum, and we have capitalized. Poole getting into the end zone, Matt Herman on the deep pass, and Kyle Jones on the monster pass from Dominic Holt. But our defense has also stepped up. Tim Miner's playing great. Singletary, Armstrong, everybody's getting pressure. And look at that. UCLA has 105 passing yards with 56 rushing yards and the 1 turnover to our 130 passing yards to the 137 rushing yards. Time of possession is actually a lot closer than what I thought it would be at 8.5 for the Bruins to 11.5 for our offense. But there it is, that big key factor right there, that 1 turnover for them, 0 for us. That is what has been the separation between our two teams in this game. Now, we do still have one whole half to play. We cannot take it easy on them. We cannot relax at all. We have to keep, everything in mind. Now, the Bruins will start out with the ball. So looking at our defense, team defense, 161 yards, 5 yards average, multiple sacks, and the turnover. We have to keep up this momentum. We cannot relinquish at all because this, once again, the Bruins are the number 3 team in the nation. They could easily fight back in this one just the same way we did. Now in their first play, they hand it off to Spencer Bray, the man who scored their touchdown for them, and he's going to pick up 6 yards coming off the right side. And they're going to go quick. We knew that was going to happen, so we have to continue to make our adjustments and getting them to kind of change how they, at least the way they're calling these plays. Now on 2nd and 4, they hand it off to Bray up over the middle. Big hole opens up, and he's finally brought down at about the 39-yard line after a 12-yard rush. Spencer Bray's got 5 rushes for 35 yards on the day and the 1 touchdown. So needing to contain this offense, Roth is going to be in a shotgun formation. Once again, getting the call from the sideline, and looks like a little glitch is happening for him as that center just would not get down over the ball. So, yes, I do call a timeout. I'm not going to let the game, give me a free 5 yards right there. Just not going to do it. Call the timeout. Give UCLA the chance to reset. I will not take advantage of something like that. So 1st and 10 now, 39-yard line. Roth in a shotgun, running an option. He gets the pitch out to Bray. Anderson oh my goodness. Anderson got thrown off of him like a little rag doll. Tim Miner had to come through and clean that one up, but Anderson, known for being a hard hitter, and actually knocked their starting running back Jenkins out of the game in the first quarter. Anderson just got thrown off like it was nothing. And so after that play, a 2nd and inches, they're going to fire it off to the left side, and they'll pick up 1 yard on the pass to Kevin Joyce, his first reception of the day. Roth has got 106 yards with the 1 interception for the passing offense for the Bruins. Now 1st and 10 from the 50. Roth is in a shotgun formation, 2 tight ends to the right, handed off to Bray. Minor's chasing him, but he's not going to bring him down, but we do get the tackle at least. Minor just could not get his arms wrapped around him, but we do finally bring Bray down after a gain of only 2 yards. Minimizes that one. So now they're at a 2nd and 8 from the 48. Roth has the snap, scans over the field. He fires it to the left side. He's got Turner, missing tackles, and finally Jordan brings him down, but he fumbles. He fumbled it. Massey picks it up. This is going to be Red Raider football. 2 turnovers for the Bruins. That one could be a killer for this offense and for this game. If we can put up one more touchdown and make them go down by 28, we might be able to seal the deal. But here it is. I was afraid this may have a coach's challenge. The computer's challenging this one, and it looks rightfully so. Not going to lie. The game is cheating us. We knew he was up, but now they're showing him to be down. The game's cheating us. They just don't want to lose that bad. And they're going to overturn this one. It's going to be Bruin football. I will say at least we did get a little bit of a reprieve for our defense and give them a chance to rest some. But the Bruins are at the 21-yard line now. And this is a big time. We need to get a stop. They're starting to try to reclaim this momentum from us. Now Roth is in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Lane up the middle, and Lane powers forward. Anderson this time will not be shoved off and thrown to the ground. Brian Lane gets his first rush of the day for the Bruins, and he picks up 10 yards. But they don't give him the first down. It's still a 2nd and inches. So Roth is going to come out in the shotgun once again. He's got 3 wide receivers with the tight end in the slot, hands it to Lane, and we bust through on that one. Brian Lane, they're going to give him the 1-yard gain. You've got to be kidding me. We had him in the backfield, but he fought forward apparently and got that yard. So that will bring up a 1st and goal now for the Bruins offense at about the 9-yard line. Here comes Roth, hands it off to Lane once again to the right side, and we finally bring him down. He only gained 1 yard there once again. Looks like they're just chipping away at us 1 yard at a time. 2nd and goal now from the 8. We're going to come out in basically a nickel formation. That's pretty much what we're going to run for the most part in the second half, I have a feeling. But Roth, he's going to have the snap. We get pressure on him. He just bounces off some guys and escapes. And Patrick Roth, 9-yard touchdown. Wow, pitiful. We had him bottled up there in the backfield. Should have gotten the sack. But look at that. He just squirms right through the tightest openings. And Roth goes easily into the end zone, and that's going to cut our lead in half. Now, a little bit later in the third quarter, the score is 28-17, but we do have possession of the ball here at about the 40-yard line on the Bruins. Once again, trying to make a drive. We fired over to Herman over the middle. Holt gets it to Herman for 12 yards and a new set of downs. Herman's got 53 receiving yards and that touchdown from earlier on the evening form, so he's having a really good game. Like what we're seeing from that youngster right there. So 1st and 10 now from the 28. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. So we're looking at a point where we can try to put this game away. Now Holt hasn't had the best passing stats. He's 7 of 14 for 140 yards, but where it counts is the 3 touchdowns. And that's what's going to make up for it. Wow, Chad McMillan makes a diving catch over the middle. He's going to get helicoptered in the middle of it, but he comes down with the possession on that one for 15 yards. Chad McMillan goes airborne and takes a wallop, but holds on to the ball. That is definitely a Sports Center top 10 type of play for you on that one. So this offense, trying to repay all the work our defense did for us and giving us that separation. It has been dwindled down from 21 points, all the way down to 11. So this needs to be a big time drive for our offense. As we come out 1st and 10 from the 13, Holt hands it to Poole off to the right side, nowhere to go, breaking a tackle, but Brian Poole is going to get brought down. No gain on that play. Justin Luke comes blasting through for the Bruins defense to bring us down. Pretty rare that Poole goes down. I don't want to say that easily, but that's kind of what it looked like right there. He does have 141 yards on the afternoon, so it hasn't been, an easy day for this Bruin defense. So now 2nd and 10. We're going to be in a pistol formation. Holt has the snap, play action, stands over, rolls out to his left side, has a man finally, and he's going to throw it and just misses his target. Oh, wow. Holt on the run. That's closer than I've seen some passes get, but man, you really want to be able to complete those. Now, he is only a sophomore. All right. He is only a sophomore, so we got time with him. But that one could have been a game killer right there. So now under 1 minute to go in the third quarter, 3rd and 10. Holt has a snap, drops it back, gets it out to Poole, does the safe play. We try to put everybody in the end zone, and hopefully Poole could have had some space to make something happen. I'm just unable to get that one, so that will bring us down short of the yard to gain and give us a 4th and 3. At which point we're going to try to make this a 2-touchdown ball game once again with a field goal. Harris comes in and gives that one the boot right down the middle, and the score will now be 31-17 here to start the fourth quarter. And here come the Bruins. They do have possession after we got that field goal. And they hand it off to Spencer Bray up the middle. He's just bouncing off guys, maintaining his balance. And it gets brought down after a gain of 13 yards. He's got 63 rushing yards off of 10 rushes. We have not done a very good job of containing him, especially in the second half. Still leading 31-17, just now into the fourth quarter, and the Bruins on the move. They hand it off to Bray once again on their 1st and 10, and he's going to get hit hard, but Bray picks up only about 3 yards on that one. Robinson did bring him down, and that was a hard hit, but we need to start getting those stops in the backfield. So 2nd and 7. Roth is going to be in the shotgun for once again. And he drops back, and they have a screen pass on, and our guys are just diving out of the way, looking foolish. And Spencer Bray carries it into the end zone untouched. Patrick Roth gets his first touchdown pass of the day, but they will cut it down to a 7-point game from 21-7 now, just about 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. But we're not going away that easily. We're not letting them take the momentum from us, that quickly. Brian Poole says, "Put the game on my shoulders, Coach. I will take it home for us." And he does just that on that carry, picking up a first down, giving us a 1st and 10 at around the 23-yard line. So 7.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. I think if we can get at least one more score, we should be able to kind of put this game away. Holt drops back. He's going to fire it up over Chad McMillan. He makes the catch. Holt dropped it in over the linebackers. McMillan comes down with it for a gain of 21 yards. Holt now 10 of 18 for 183 yards and 3 touchdowns on the afternoon. Man, that was a shocking pass that it made it through all those guys. He dropped it in right over one linebacker and made it so McMillan did not get his head knocked off once he actually completed that catch. Now with the 1st and goal from about the 2-yard line. Holt's going to come out in a shotgun formation. He's got Poole offset to his right side. Hands it to Poole. Big hole. Brian Poole in for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Brian Poole with his 2nd touchdown of the game. That is what we needed him to be for us today, and he has stepped up big time for this Red Raider offense. So now, obviously, UCLA is going to have their chance. And our defense, we've asked a lot from them. They've kind of bent, and I'm not going to say broken yet, but they've definitely bent in the second half, needing something big to happen. And there it is! You've got to be kidding me. He throws an interception right there. The first play of the drive for the Bruins after we get the touchdown. And he did. He got 1 foot down. We got that interception. That is a big-time turnover here. The Bruins could not have anything like that happen, but they did. Now, we would go on to score a touchdown out of that one, and so the Bruins will try to come back as best they can. Here we are with 1.5 minutes remaining. The clock is just ticking away to destiny, ladies and gentlemen. With a 17-point lead, Roth drops back. He fired over to Spencer Bray once again, kind of running the same play there. And he's going to get stopped. And Spencer Bray now, he took a big wallop. He's going to go down hurt. Man, the Bruins are starting to drop off left and right. Looks like we're playing just a little bit too physical on our defense for this Bruins offense to be able to handle. As they come set for a 3rd and 2 from the shotgun formation, Roth drops back, finds Dotson over the middle, and he gets the ball down to about the 2-yard line after a gain of 7. The clock is ticking. I guess they do have hope. That's a 17-point ball game, under a minute to go. They just used their first timeout. So, I mean, anything can happen. It is college football, but I think we've got this one sealed up. And Roth fires it, and that's going to be a touchdown. Steve Palmer gets a 2-yard touchdown. So maybe this game isn't over just yet. I mean, they're going to have to get an onside kick, but maybe it just isn't as over as I thought it would be, or at least as I hoped it would be. So 41-31, here comes the onside kick. If we can recover this, we can basically take this game home. And Chris Birch is going to get it. We're going to recover this one. Birch goes down, and that will be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. The Allstate Sugar Bowl will come to Lubbock as the Red Raiders, number 5 in the nation, has beaten the number 3 Pac-12 champion UCLA Bruins. And there it is, the play of the game, Holt to Kyle Jones. That is something I hope we see so many times here in the future in the coming seasons. What a story for this year has been. Only one blemish on our record. One game away from perfection, and that was when we lost in Austin to the Longhorns. Hopefully we'll have to pay him back in the next season. I said that is going to be a, home and home series, going to be maintaining it. So next year we're going to look to take it to him. But for now, let's enjoy this victory here in the Allstate Sugar Bowl Classic. Who would have thought it when we came out here to West Texas that we would be winning the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, the place of Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This was a great game. Overall, we knew the Bruins would be hard to stop. The first half seemed kind of like an anomaly. The second half seems a little bit more normal for what their offense was. So we have some work to do, but we're going to get some good pieces here in the offseason, get everybody trained up there in the next episode, and we're going to get ready for the season to start. This one's over, but hey, the work is really just beginning for next year. All right. So with that in mind, I do want to just remind y'all to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And if you did like today's video or college football, just give us a thumbs up. It really does help out the channel, and we greatly appreciate everything that y'all do for us here at Champion Sons. And I definitely want to give y'all a thank y'all for all the support this series has gotten as of recently. The views have started going up, subscriber count started going up. Thank y'all very much. I can't tell y'all how much I truly do appreciate that from y'all. So, in the next episode, we will hit the off season and look at our schedule and get ready for year number 3 with the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And so with that in mind, everybody, stay safe. And, well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.